Paul Rieckhoff is back with us for the second time this week, the national security analyst, veteran of the Iraq War, and the host of the Independent Americans podcast. It's always good to have you on, Paul. It's, this has kind of blown up this Elon Musk thing. So someone, tweeted out something or put something on X. It was seen as anti-Semitic, and Elon Musk responded to it and said, yeah, that's the actual truth. And now the fallout's building. What do you make of it?
Well, I think everything is a national security issue, and I think we've got to look at it in that kind of context, Connell. We've talked before about how our enemies want to divide us, and these social media platforms, Twitter and now X in particular, have become increasingly divisive, nasty. They've been infiltrated by Russian assets in the past, so I think we've got to be extremely vigilant. There's no room for anti-Semitism at all, and I think Elon Musk is also going to find it's really bad for business. So it's probably the first domino in a number that are going to start to fall because the platform has become increasingly toxic.
Well, that's been his strategy, and it may be backfiring now, was when he took over Twitter, he says it's going to be kind of like the public square. We're going to allow everything. We're for free speech. Yeah. We're not for censorship, and now you get this, and he's directly involved in it himself.
Yeah, so. and he's amplifying hate speech, right? And that is different than being in the public square. It's like if he has a megaphone and no one else doesn't. And it's also like, if you and I walk down the street and anybody from any place can just shout anything at us, that's what it's devolved into.
Right.
It's not a moderated public square. There's no decorum. It looks like Congress sometimes, but even worse. So I think it is another divisive element of our society that we've got to be vigilant about. And we've got to remember, Hamas loves seeing Americans attack each other. Putin loves to see this kind of turbulence and this kind of tumult every single day, and national security is interwoven into all of this.
All right, I'm just going to point out that there's a sentencing going on, this murder trial that we've been following in Austin, Texas. We had the verdict on our show here yesterday. You might remember that, Caitlin Armstrong. That sentencing is going to happen any minute, so once we have that, we'll break away. There's the courtroom as we look in on it. And you want to listen in now, Claudine, to this? Is that sentencing happening right now? All right, Paul, hang in. Okay, we're going to have to listen in on this live. Let's see the sentencing for Caitlin Armstrong.
Does either side desire to have the jury polled as to its punishment verdict?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. I will get the clerk to pass this to the deputy for fingerprinting. Before we go any further, we can do that as well. Again, Ms. Armstrong, I would need to have you rise again so I can do the official sentencing. In accordance with the verdict that the jury has rendered, this court hereby sentences you to 90 years in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice and a $10,000 fine as imposed by the jury. You may be seated. Is there any allocution to be done?
Yes, Your Honor, there's two people. We first like to call Caitlin Cash.
Okay.
Hold on, Judge. You want the cameras to do what?
All right, so that's the sentencing. It came down, if you heard that, that was 90 years for Caitlin Armstrong and a $10,000 fine. We had talked about it yesterday when Armstrong found guilty in the murder of Mo Wilson, the pro cyclist, a story that got a lot of attention because of the salacious nature of it. And, the sentencing guidelines called for the maximum sentence to be 99 years, and literally they came down at 90 years. So obviously a life sentence there as expected for Caitlin Armstrong. So as we move on here, what do you want to do? Do we have that audio back? Do you want to go, or do we want to keep going? Okay, so we didn't have audio from the courtroom, but we did get what we came there to get, which was that the sentence came down, and it was 90 years for Caitlin Armstrong. All right, moving back here while we have a few minutes. Paul Rieckhoff is here with us in the studio, and we were talking a moment ago about social media and everything that's going on there before we went down to get the sentencing, and was this back and forth that's been going on with Elon Musk and what have you. The other thing that was out there today, there's a bunch of celebrities, Jewish celebrities, influencers and the like, that they're going after TikTok, which is another platform that's come up. They say it's harming them, promoting anti-Semitism, anti-Israel content. It was like, Sacha Baron Cohen and Amy Schumer and some other people. TikTok's been in the news a lot lately. The Osama bin Laden thing that came up, yesterday. Your views on TikTok. Do you even use it?
I do, and I think it's another divisive and potentially destructive element that's weaving its way through our society right now. Our enemies are taking advantage of that, and every week the news gets crazier. But if you would have told me that a letter by Osama bin Laden would have been something people are celebrating, I wouldn't have believed you. But that's how it's devolved, and I think it's another example of how malicious forces want to try to infiltrate public opinion in America. They want to try to divide us. They want to try to stoke hatred and animosity and even violence where they can. And the fact that there are young people who are supporting bin Laden, I'm a 9/11 first responder.
I know.
Over 20 years ago, I was down there. Anybody who wants to support bin Laden, I urge them to come down and visit the 9/11 memorial and meet some of the families who've been impacted.
Yeah, I knew that would. We were thinking of you yesterday in that regard, and I said, those of us who are in New York, I was here too, and not as a first responder, but as a reporter, and I covered 9/11 extensively and spent a lot of time down there. So people that are our age and older have a different perspective, I think, on 9/11. But there's a lot of young people who have the right perspective on it too. But that said, the fact that anybody would have what these people are sharing, which is some sort of a sympathetic angle on what Osama bin Laden wrote years ago, how did you think? What did you think? How did you feel when you saw that?
The message I try to convey, especially to young people, is be vigilant. Think about what you're sharing, what you're clicking on, what you're promoting, because our enemies do want you to echo that, to share it, to magnify it. And every single person, you don't have to be a member of Congress or have a TV show to be able to have an input. You can be vigilant, you can show restraint. Don't promote it, don't like it, don't share it, because if you do, you're feeding into what our enemies want to do. They want to divide us, they want to disrupt us, they want to create chaos and violence, and we all as Americans have an obligation to push back against that in whatever way we can.
Final thing, the Biden campaign. It'll be interesting. Axios had a report this morning saying that they're thinking about getting on TikTok. You said TikTok, you're on it. Some people aren't. There's some pushback against being associated with the app at all, I think because of the association with China. That's maybe a tough call now.
It is. I think for the president to go on there, he's validating it. He's going to create a bigger audience. I think he's got to think about that. And you don't want to feed the beast.
But you want to communicate with younger people.
Yeah. We saw the same situation with Trump on Twitter. He elevated that platform. He magnified that platform. He used it very effectively at times and to create damage at times. So I think every leader, especially a president, has to be responsible in how and what technology they use. Most of all, because they're setting an example. If he's on it, people are going to think it's okay. Young people are going to think it's okay. And you're going to see others follow.
All right, Paul, good to see you.
You too,
as always.
sir.
Paul
Happy Friday.
Rakoff once again with us.